for some science experiments. We've got the imagination station, and Sarah is in this morning with an experiment on disappearing ink. And I've been told to suit up and get ready for this science experiment. So why don't you explain, while I'm getting ready, what we're going to be doing?
All right, so before we jump into disappearing ink, we're going to talk some simple chemistry.
Okay.
Right? So I've got a glass of water here, and while you're getting suited up, actually, why don't you take a break from that real quick?
Okay.
Why don't you take this glass of water?
Take a sip?
Yeah, and why don't you pour it into my second wine glass?
All right, this one?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. Hey.
Ooh, look at that. Perfect. All right, now you can finish getting suited up.
Okay, you
made the magic happen.
Apparently I did, but I don't know what I did, and I don't know how I did it.
You actually changed water into wine, but I think it's a little too early for wine.
Potentially,
I mean,
unless you ask
Thursday.
Mike Holden, he might say otherwise.
So what if we change that wine back into water? So this is actually a classic experiment the magicians have been using for years, but it's actually just science, okay? So magicians are kind of tricky. They don't like to tell you how it's happening. They just want to fool you.
But you will, right?
I will tell you.
Okay.
So like I said, we've got a simple acid-base chemistry reaction happening here. So I have got a glass of water here. And it's currently clear, which means it's slightly acidic.
Okay.
So I put a little bit of phenolphthalein, which is an indicator. All right, and in the presence of a base, it will actually turn pink. So you're gonna be in charge of my stir bar here.
I could do that?
Yeah, and so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a little bit of a base. So I'm adding sodium hydroxide, and I'm gonna add a couple of drops. And look how quickly it changes to that nice, vibrant pink color, which means it's on the basic end of our pH scale now.
Okay.
All right, now we can also change it back. We can change that pH by adding a little bit of acid. So I'll have you stir, and I'll add that acid in. All right, and you can see that a little bit of acid will actually change it back to clear, which is pretty awesome, right?
Very cool.
Now, we could keep doing this pH changing all day. We could change from pink to clear, pink to clear.
Is there a specific name for that type of chemical reaction that is reversible or that can go back and forth?
Well, we could just keep balancing it.
Okay.
We won't call it magic. It is science, Chris. But we can use this actually every day. So if you test the pH of your pool, use those test strips.
Gotcha.
If you ever buy that pink spackling putty, once you put it in the hole and you have to wait for it to dry, it turns white.
Right.
Same thing, pH, acid-base indicators. Now, back to the disappearing ink that you brought up. I have the phenolphthalein, which is a pink indicator.
Okay.
And I'm actually gonna put some on your coat. Now that doesn't show up so good, right?
No.
No. But what if we try disappearing ink, which is this nice dark blue? So I'm gonna load up your coat, all right? And you can see it's starting to fade away a little bit. So what if I give you...
Hey!
Whoa. All right, so the way that this happens is that carbon dioxide in the air is mixing with the water in our solution, and it's actually causing that balance in the pH to change.
This part of the show?
Yeah.
Supposed to happen?
Yeah, so why don't you put on your face shield?
This is when it gets real interesting, right?
Yeah, because we're gonna fill up your lab coat. All right, so go ahead and you put your arms out. I'm gonna load up your lab coat here. Now, this would take several minutes for all of the pH to kind of balance itself out or change for this reaction. But we can actually speed this up with some condensed carbon dioxide. All right. Woo! Okay. I hope everyone's awake now. So why don't you turn around here. Now, if we take a look at your lab coat, we can see that we have sped up that reaction. And actually, if we take a look down here, there's actually solid carbon dioxide on the front of your lab coat.
It's cold.
It's dry ice.
Really?
So yeah, we have solid carbon dioxide there now. Okay. Pretty cool, right?
Very cool. I've never been hit with a fire extinguisher before.
Well, there's a first time for everything. So this is kind of an intro into what we've got going on this summer. We have Super Splatter Science, our first week of summer camp, kicking off very, very soon. So we definitely want people. Are you okay?
I'm great. That was really cool. I'm wondering if I'm going to get blasted again with the fire extinguisher.
I mean, I can if you want to.
Sounds good. I'll take you up on that offer. Science camps, though. Sign up now.
Yeah, we have just a couple of weeks around the corner, and then we're going to be jumping in. Super Splatter Science, all the messy, sticky, gross stuff that you want kids to do at the Science Center, not at home.
I think you missed a spot.
You think so?
I think you missed a spot right there.
All right. You ready?
For good measure. Much better. All right, Sarah, appreciate that. Thank you so much. WTO, your day is coming back in just a moment.